Let's talk about a little bit how we met, bro, which is
Sounds
kind of
good.
crazy.
It's been a few years.
It's been a minute.
It has been.
It's been so long. But yeah, so we did a show called Footloose,
Mhm.
which was an absolute blast.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. When did you start kind of getting into plays and theaters and shows and all that?
So, the first show I ever did, it was in 2012, and that was the year after I graduated high school. I started doing shows in my senior year of high school. I did one or two, maybe I think just one show. And then I thought it was fun, so I reached out and started doing stuff within the community rather than with school because I was done with high school at that point. And so I started doing stuff at the community theater here in Chubbuck. So
right
around 2011, 2012.
How many plays have you done?
Oh, man. Let's see. I did 2 in 2012, and then I left on my mission, and then came back. Footloose was the first one I did when I came home, and then since then I've probably done 5 or 6 more.
Man,
maybe 7.
It's crazy being from an outsider going into that.
Oh, yeah, because, it was your first show, huh?
My first and only show, man.
Right.
That was a lot of time.
It's a lot of commitment. You have to be extremely committed, and you don't get paid for it either.
No,
you
don't.
Just show up, be here all day, and then
4 days, 4 or
go
5 days
home
a
at
week.
night, come back the next morning, and
Yeah.
it's rough. Like those Saturday rehearsals sometimes can be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of depends.
And it's like I always thought, like the people on stage, like of course they work, they grind, but man, the people behind the scenes,
they work.
that are like
They
pulling
work 10
ropes,
times harder most of the time.
Holy crap, dude! They're like, you go out, do a little skip, but they're back there pulling this, pulling that, switching this light, going here, going that, making sure they do the clothing change, and it's insane.
Being on stage is one thing, and I've done both. Where I've been on stage and I've worked the backstage, and man, it's a night and day difference.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, they're both extremely, extremely different, but they both have their different challenges, and
Right.
I mean, they both have their rewards too. I mean, without the backhand, the backstage hands, you don't have a show.
You really don't.
They're there to make sure you run good and make sure it's looking all right out there, and so without them, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because I did like a little bit of behind and kind of a little bit of on stage or whatever, but it was kind of crazy just like flipping those roles in the 2-hour period. It's like, okay, this like after this scene I got to be on stage, be here, do my part, do my dance or whatever, then get off, go help this person change, make sure I pull this set. I think there's probably a couple of times I like left a chair, I'm like fuck, run back out,
like within a community theater setting, you don't have those people that are paid specifically to just be there to move ropes or move set pieces. You're in the show, you're going to help with the show. You're not just going to be on stage, you're going to help move things around, you're going to help make the show look good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an interesting thing about the community theater here is that it has that aspect where, you go to be on stage and perform, but then they're also like, well, since you're here, we need you to help back here as well. And well, I'm already here. I might as well.
Yeah, literally. You don't want to just sit backstage for like a 20, 30-minute break.
Yeah, exactly. I got nothing better to do. I'm already here. I got to be here till the end of the show. I might as well help out with it. So
Yep, you got to grind. That's so true, man. But being in these plays too, because you did a couple after Footloose.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones did you do?
So right after Footloose ended, I did the Addams Family musical,
right?
Which I've done twice now. Did it in 2016, and then we just recently did it this last fall. And then I've done Mary Poppins, Music Man. There's a couple of others. I don't remember them all.
Just doing them all.
Annie, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and Sister Act.
Sister Act, yeah.
That one was fun.
I heard that one was really popular.
It was really fun.
The most recent one they're doing right now, isn't it? I can't remember. Do you know what they're doing right now?
So they're in rehearsal phase for Beauty and the Beast.
That's right, yeah.
And they just finished up a show. What one was it?
Wasn't it Dolly Parton or something?
Oh, yeah, 9 to 5.
Yeah,
9 to 5, Dolly Parton's musical. They just finished that one up. It was actually a pretty good show. I went and saw it with my wife. And then they're in rehearsal phase for Beauty and the Beast.
Are you doing that?
I'm not.
I got you.
No, with all this COVID stuff.
They're still going on through all this.
So the way they're doing it is like they have like webcams and they rehearse over like Zoom chat and stuff like that. Wow. Yeah,
interesting.
It's wild. The new owner of the theater, you know Jenna.
Yeah.
she's doing a heck of a job over there.
That's what I was just gonna say, because after wasn't Addams Family the first one? Oh no, that was when the second new owners,
the Bidwells,
right, and then
she kind of technically took over during that show. Well, right after it ended, and so she and her husband were in charge of it during the Christmas time.
Gotcha.
But the 9 to 5 show was their first show as the owners, and the show that they had picked out for their theater.
Right. I reached out to Jenna a while ago. I must just got lost in her DMs or something, but I wanted her to come on the show and kind of talk about running a theater, because I'm sure
she's busy. Crazy. She's busy she works at ICCU. She's getting ready to have a baby soon.
Right.
And she's got the theater.
Isn't the theater still like non-profit?
Yeah, it's non-profit.
Yes.
It's community theater. It's awesome. I think it's a great thing for our community.
It really is, but man, like that's why I wanted her on, is just to condemn her for like how great she's doing, like how much work it is to keep something like that going, as well as try to maintain and keep your own life
have
afloat.
A career, have a family life, and own the theater. And I mean, she's got a lot of help though. There's a lot of people that have been friends with her for years that are helping her with it and keeping it going. And I think that's awesome. Our community needs it. It's great.
Yeah, I agree. Not only like, because we did Footloose together, not only is she just crazy talented, I'm thinking about her just running the place is just going to be a double awesome factor, because you can run it as a business as well. She has the talent. She can really help the entire thing grow.
And that's one thing, like she's not trying to stick her neck out there and direct every single show they do. She's reaching out to other people and having other people come in and direct, which I think is awesome, because there's so many people in town and around the area that are so talented with the directing that it's good to have different directors in there to help with the productions.
Has Mitch been involved in any of this?
I haven't seen Mitch there in a while. I don't know. As far as I know,
Footloose, right?
No, we did Music Man together.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
That was a couple shows after Footloose. But yeah, I did that with him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so he directed our Footloose thing, and I thought our show turned out.
Yeah, it was really good.
And of course, I'm biased, but I'm like, my first show, like, it is insane how you have that first day, and you're like, I walked in not knowing anybody, not knowing theater. Like, I'm a dancer. I was just like, who is all these people? Like, you know, but I felt welcomed, and people, it was just very...
That's just kind of how it works. You go in, like, the very first show I did there, I went in, auditioned, didn't know anything about the show, didn't know anybody that was there, and got in, and I was like, oh, this is going to be fun, I guess. And
right.
You get to meet these people, and you're like, wow, this is a good community. I like these people.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's
They're there to uplift, and they're there to help you. They're not there to be like, I'm better than you.
I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. They definitely call it drama for a reason.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of that goes on. Not just the good stuff. There's always bad too.
I feel like I do that all the time, even with like things like right now, like especially when you're a producer and you're making videos or something. Like you ask your friends, you know, that they're there for their free time. So I feel like it complicates things with drama and who gets what and does what. When otherwise, if it was like a paid theater, I feel like everyone would be like, it'd probably still be drama like in any workplace, but I feel like it'd be a lot less. Like you're getting paid to be there, so you're like, oh. But when you're there and like say like you don't get a certain scene or something, you're like, bro, I put way more work in, and then that's when it just
for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, with anything, there's the politics in it, and I mean, people that have been doing stuff there longer, obviously have a better shot at doing stuff with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jen is really good about. I've seen a lot of people on the stage in the last few shows that I haven't ever seen there, and so it's kind of cool to see new faces and all that. It's really nice. I mean, there's still the people that have done many shows there, but it's because they're talented.
Exactly.
They know what they're doing. But it's also really cool to see all these new faces on the stage that I've never seen that I would like to do a show with eventually. But right now I'm a little too busy to be doing shows, we'll see.
I agree. Well, that's awesome, man. It's really cool to see our theater kind of prevail through all of this and keep going. I really respect Jen's.